Charles Ferguson. I'm the director of Inside Job, a documentary film about the financial crisis. I'm an investigative journalist and documentary filmmaker.
What is the message of Inside Job?
I think the message of Inside Job is that the financial crisis was caused by an out-of-control and indeed increasingly criminal financial industry, and that it's a very dangerous situation to have the financial sector remain unregulated and also unpunished for this kind of behavior.
And from what I heard of your speech, the deregulation or lack of regulation is a big part of the problem.
Yes, unquestionably, yes. The United States began deregulating its financial sector in the 1980s, and since it began that process, the United States began once again having financial crises approximately every decade, whereas in the previous 40 years, ever since the end of the Great Depression, the United States had gone without any financial crises.
Is it your hope and objective with Inside Job that you can stimulate a movement to develop stronger regulations or re-regulation?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I'm not a political person. I'm a journalist, but I certainly hope that people will learn from the film and that they will think about what could be done to prevent this from happening again.
What do you think Canadians in 2011 can learn about what happened in your country through the 80s and into the economic crisis that broke out in 2008?
Well, many things. The United States, I think, is a very troubled country now, and I'm very worried about America's trajectory. First of all, I think the importance of proper regulation of industry, including finance, has never been more clear. And secondly, I think the importance of public services and investment in the future, investment in education, investment in infrastructure, investment in technology, is also very, very clear, and the United States is falling behind in that regard.
If there were a few key demands that citizens should be marching in the streets for, what would they be?
Well, doing something, if you're speaking about America, I would say doing something about the state of American public education would certainly be one. And a close second would be doing something about the role that money plays in American politics, which is behind a great deal of the deregulation that has occurred.
You were citing in your speech some statistics about that role of money in American politics. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Well, now it takes an enormous amount of money to get elected in the first place. The presidential election next year is probably going to cost $1 billion for each side. $1 billion, yes. And that's an enormous change from 30, 40 years ago when elections were not decided primarily by money.
Are there any final messages you'd like to leave for Canadians that they should know, that you'd like them to be thinking about and working on?
Watch us and observe us, but do not imitate us. I think is what I would say. The United States has many admirable features, but not all of them are, and Canada came through the period of the financial crisis much better than the United States did. And I think that has something to do with its different and more controlled and regulated financial sector.
Great. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the film and good luck with your work.
Thank you, sir.